Greetings, it's Ian from RTO. Saturday afternoon, so it's Richard. Good afternoon, Richard.
Good afternoon, Ian, and how are you on this Cats and Dogs Day?
Well, we haven't got the cats and dogs yet, but I think they're imminent.
Well,
It was lovely this morning.
Yeah.
It was warm, but it's and his nibs went out for a wee, and he was because they sense when it's going to rain, so he was in and out like a shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we have got a deep cut top 10, and it's a band that Richard and I do like a lot, and that is the Electric Light Orchestra. No singles on here, but we've allowed B-sides.
Yeah.
So there's you won't get no Mr. Blue Sky, no Wild Elves Hero today. These are all the tracks that are on the albums.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, so Richard goes first, I'll go second, and we'll see what we're going to. I've got 5 bubbling unders.
I've got about 8, but I might not use them all.
Okay, so let's see where we go with this one.
Okay, coming in at my number 10 is a track from Time, and it's the opener to side 2. That's Rain is Falling, which is a ballad, and it's got the most beautiful melodic verses. The chorus isn't quite as good because it's very basic, but the overall song is absolutely wonderful. It's a brilliant, brilliant song from my second favorite ELO album, Time. So Rain is Falling, I think this actually was good enough to be a single. But with Time, there was 5 A-sides off that album, so it would have had to been the 6th, and there was no point really. So Rain is Falling, my number 10.
Yeah, I like Richard Tandy's work.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So exquisite. What a good start. Okay, my number 10 comes from a New World Record, and it's the beautiful, most underrated Shangri-La.
Yeah.
It's dreamy. It's got that lovely. It's got a lovely guitar solo. It starts off, doesn't it, with that lovely little bit of guitar. I just love that. It's a great album, and it's a great album to end that album on that track.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. Very underrated track as well.
Yeah, it tends to be forgotten about, so it does, in the Jeff Lynne Canyon, and it deserves more credit than it actually gets.
Yeah, so that's why I got it in, because it does deserve some.
Yeah. Well, my number 9, and this is going to be controversial, because I think this song should have opened side 1 of Out of the Blue, but it didn't. It was Turned to Stone, right? But to me, this is a perfect opener. And whether you agree with it or not, well, we'll see. But I think Across the Border should have been the opener to that album, because I think it's even a punchier song than Out of the Blue. Turned to Stone. It sort of fades in, which I never thought was a great way to open the album. I think Across the Border, with all the horns and all the rest of it, is absolutely fantastic track. And it should have been a single. It may have actually been a single to promote the box set, but that doesn't count, so it doesn't.
No.
But for me, Across the Border, brilliant track. It ended side 1. I think it should have opened it. So that's my number 9.
Oh, we'll be talking about that later.
I thought you might.
So my number 9 is from 1979, and it's from the Discovery album, and it's On the Run.
Yeah.
I just love that. Ding dong, little. It's poppy. It's very disco-y, but it's still got that ELO essence of the strings.
I think that there's closer to the stuff that came before than, say, the disco-y Shine a Little Love. But no, it is a really good song. It's very, very catchy. It's extremely catchy. And it's basically sandwiched between 2 ballads on that album, which were Midnight Blue and Wishing, and it worked so well. So that is a very good choice.
Yeah, I love that tempo change towards the end as well. He slows it down, and it's perfection.
Yeah. Well, Ian, for my number 8, I am going to cheat. No, it wasn't a single or anything like that there. but it's two songs that segue into each other. And this has happened before, with the Beatles, Dear Prudence, and back in the USSR, or the other way around. But this here, to me, is from the second best side of an ELO album. From On the Third Day, and it's Bluebird is Dead, and Oh No, Not Susan. I just think that whole side is absolutely brilliant, but those are the two parts of that are the real standout to me. I think Bluebird is Dead is very melodic. I think Oh No, Not Susan is quite John Lennon Beatley, but you put the two of them together, they're brilliant. Now, Oh No, Not Susan was a B-side on its own, and it just sounds terrible on its own without the Bluebird is Dead. So I'm sandwiching the two together, and that's my number 8 from On the Third Day.
It's not the only time that we've discussed this before, haven't we, with the Prologue and Twilight. They have to go together.
Yeah.
And you're totally right.
I could have gone for a New World Rising as well, put the three of them together, but I thought it'd be taking the piss there. So I'm going with Bluebird. I don't know.
No, they're great songs, and they don't sound right when they're on their own. It's that transition from one to the other that is something that ELO was so good at. That transition. Yeah, what a great choice. Okay, my number 8. We're staying with the Discovery album, and it's one of them ballads that's sandwiched in between On the Run.
All right.
Yeah, it's Midnight Blue. I love that.
Yeah.
It's the use of the vocoder, and then Richard Tandy follows it up with the same thing on a keyboard, and that keyboard is saying Midnight Blue beautifully. They must have had so much fun doing that, because that is what ELO was about.
It is a beautiful song, and funny enough, John Heaton just dropped the video reappraising the Discovery album, and he gave marks out of 10 to each song, and he gave a 10 out of 10 to Midnight Blue, which I was surprised about, and he only gave 2 10s on the album, so you're a big fan of that as well. Beautiful song. I think it got on the B-side of something or other. I think most of that Discovery album got on the A-side or B-side somewhere along the line, but yeah, very, very good. Excellent choice. Well, my number 7 is from Out of the Blue again, and it is Summer and Lightning, which is the one before the Brilliant Mr. Blue Sky, but it's a very, very acoustic song, and it's very rhythmic, it's very catchy, and the bits and bobs thrown in there, and it is from the best side of an ELO album, side 3. So that is the very, very best side, and I just think it's really Beatlesque. It's just so melodic, and I guess my number 7, Summer and Lightning.
Yes, from my number 7, we're going to stay within the Concerto for a Rainy Day.
Yeah.
And I've gone for Big Wheels.
Oh, you see, I was close to picking that, but I didn't want to pick the two of them. That was the one before Summer and Lightning.
Absolutely. I mean, I love how it comes out of another track.
Yeah, exactly.
into that track. I mean, I love how it starts, and then you get that crescendo, that of Hugh McDowell, Mick Kaminsky, and who's the other one that plays on that? The three of them. The strings really come to the forte on that. I love that song. I love Jeff's vocals on it as well.
The chorus of Big Wheels is absolutely fantastic. It's so bombastic. It's really, really good. Now, with my number 6, you are not going to be impressed at all. The head will go into the hands, but this is a song I absolutely adore. It's from 1986's Balance of Power. And it's the best song off this album. It's even better than Calling America. It's probably the most 80s sounding song as well. It is pure 1986. And it is the beautiful ballad without someone. Absolutely love it. Always loved it. It is from that period of time. You know it is. I think it could have been a single. I think it should have been a single. It would have been better than either So Serious or Getting to the Point, or even Calling America. But I think it's absolutely beautiful. The backing vocals are great. Jeff's vocals are brilliant, and it's just gorgeous. So that's my number 6.
It's actually one of the tracks I don't mind myself. So
All right, that's not so bad then.
yeah, I mean,
It does.
even they succumb to the 80s sound, but it's still well produced. It's better. It's so well produced, better than any of the other stuff. It's not in your face.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like any Yellow track.
No,
So
but it's a nice track.
I think it's beautiful, really do.
Okay, my number 6. We're going back to 1975 and the Face the Music album, and it's an instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
It's the brilliant Fire on High, which was used a lot in America for CBS sports programs.
So that's why a lot of the channels from America, the VC channels, actually really rate that song. I like it, but it's an instrumental. It's never been up there for me, but it's good. It's a good track. I wonder what it would be like if there had been lyrics put to it.
Yeah, I think it's well put together. I mean, I think it does. It shows the I can't say the word.
Versatile.
That's it. That's the word. Yeah, the band, you know,
Or versatility, actually. Not
yeah. But that acoustic guitar is brilliant.
Mm-hmm. It is, and it is good. You know, it goes in all different directions. You know, it's not just concentrating on really one instrument. You know, every instrument has its part to play in the track. Very, very good. Well, my number 5, I think, is a really cheeky little number, and it's from El Dorado '74, and it ended up actually as one of the B-sides of Telephone Line, and it's Poor Boy the Greenwood, which is the catchiest thing off that. And you know, the roll and home bit it's just so catchy, and the strings on it are brilliant. And again, I think that would have made a better single over here anyway than Can't Get It Out of My Head, Can't Get You Out of My Head, or Can't Get It Out of My Head. But Poor Boy the Greenwood, really short, very uplifting, very punchy, great little number, my number 5.
Well, we're going to stay with the same album.
Right.
And it's Illusions in G major.
That's the other one. That's the wee rock and roll number. Yeah. Yeah, very good.
I just love it. It is pure rock and roll, but it's like a little brother of Roll Over Beethoven,
isn't it? It's better.
Yeah.
But no, that was a very good track as well. Consider that.
It's a really good album. I really do like El Dorado.
Takes a bit of getting used to some of the songs, but they are very, very strong. Well, I'm not too sure how you'll feel about this one either. My number 4. And it's from Time, and it's the one with really heavy on the vocoder, and it's Yours Truly 2095, the one that comes after Twilight. And again, to me, it is brilliant. I know as most of the verses are in vocoder, but it's so good. 2095, it's fantastic. And that whole side, apart from the instrumental, is perfect. That's why Time is my second favourite album. So, 4.
Yeah, if I tell you that will get a mention a bit later.
Oh my God, I didn't think you would like that at all.
No, I've always liked that track.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going even back further in time for my number 4. We're going back to ELO 2. And it's In Old England, Boogie number 2.
Oh, very good, yeah.
Dun 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 dun. It's like you think you're at a proper classical concert. The start of that, I love that start, and then it clears off into rock and roll. It's sort of it's a great track. I just love that. It's just such a great opening.
Yeah, that album is pure prog, so it is.
It is,
and it's actually very heavy as well. So it is. It's got a very,
I just love that opening track. I think it's just
very, very good. I didn't expect you to pick that. I thought it might have been another one off the album, which we'll come to at some stage.
yes.
Okay. Well, my number 3, and again, we're going back to Out of the Blue, and it's opener to side 2, and it's Night in the City, which shows a little bit of the disco leanings towards Discovery, but yet again, it's catchy as hell. I just really, really enjoy it, and to me, it's almost pure Saturday Night Fever in a way, and it's got that sort of almost New York feel to it, but I just think it's great. And to me, that Out of the Blue had so many songs that could have been released as singles. And if I had to pick the 5th one to come, it would have been Night in the City. I just think it's great. That's my number 3.
I love that track as well. I love that I'm Gonna Get You is I'm Gonna Get You.
Yeah, it's just
Brilliant. It's not many double albums that you have got no filler.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Apart from Birmingham Blues, I was never keen on that.
Well, that's not on your list either. So,
Thank God.
okay, my number 3. We're staying with Out of the Blue, and you've already mentioned it. Across the Border, and I do attend. I think it would have been a better opening track.
I think so. Yeah,
because I as much as I love Turn to Stone, I think this carries a bit more weight.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I think Turn to Stone should have been the 2nd song, and then the 3rd one would have been It's Over, and then the album, the side finish was Sweet Talking Woman.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just like the start of all the noises, then you get that ding from Jeff, which it's a super track. It's one of the best tracks on the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, glad to see you got that on the list. I have a sneaky feeling my number 2 is your number 1, but I could be wrong. My number 2 is the opener to New World Records, and it's Tightrope. And I love the way it comes in with the orchestra, and then you get the very, very simple riff, the guitar riff of Jeff Lynne, but it's so effective. It's the best part of the song. It's just an absolute perfect opener. It's the perfect ELO song, really. And I don't think it would have been a good enough single. I just think it's just a brilliant opener. It's my number 2 on this list.
I'm so glad you put it in because it just missed out on my list.
I thought that would be...
Yeah, but I'm glad it's in there because it's a terrific track. I just love that change again. Totally going off somewhere else. That's what it's all about. Okay, my number 2 is from On the Third Day. It's my favourite instrumental by ELO. It was a B-side in America, but they loved it more than the A-side, and it's Daybreaker because it's just Richard Tandy's ultimate for ELO. That's his best work. I love the studio version, but I do like the version that's on the live album from Los Angeles Beat Up from the Beach. It opens up the album. It is just, them keyboard runs are just brilliant, and I just love that riff as well. It's just good old-fashioned rock and roll.
Yeah, I know it is good. I always thought it reminded me a wee bit of that one off Pink Floyd's metal album. Is it One of These Days?
Yeah, I think it's very...
it's a slight reminiscence to it, but yeah, no, it's a really, really good track. Well, my number 1 is a flippin' ballad, but it's the best ballad they've ever done. And again, it's Out of the Blue, and this time it's Stepping Out, which I just think is magnificent. And Jeff Lynne's vocals are great. All the vocals blended together are absolutely brilliant. It's just an absolutely stunning song with a really uplifting, bombastic chorus. Finishes side 2 perfectly. I know there's a little bit of a Believe Me Now or something, a little bit of a segue instrumental just before it starts, but the Stepping Out song, absolutely wonderful. It's always been one of my favorite ELO tracks. It's my number 1.
Yeah, I like that. I like the whole album, so I'm not going to dispute anything about that album. I love that track, but you can't have the whole of the deep cut Out of the Blue. Except my number one is from Out of the Blue. It's the opener of side 3.
Stand in the Rain.
I just love that. Now, my highlight of that is Kelly Crouchcut's backing vocals. Now, when ELO2 were making records, Kelly was doing the bass, and they opened with that. And when he did that wonderful line, it was absolutely magnificent. I just love, again, Richard Tandy's wonderful keyboard work in that, and the crescendo, the concerto for a rainy day builds it up. And I like how that album, that side starts. It starts with the crescendo, and then you get the smoothness, and then you get Mr. Blue Sky. It's a perfect side.
Yeah, it is a perfect side. It is their best side, without a shadow of a doubt. And all 3 of the deep cuts were mentioned. Because you had Big Wheels and Stand in the Rain, and I had Summer and Lightning.
That's how good that side is.
And if we did a ELO top 10 singles, I'm sure Mr. Blue Sky would be in there. But
yeah,
absolutely.
Brilliant.
Well, I have got 8 bubbling unders, and I'm going to go through them all. Okay?
Extra work for me today.
You probably won't agree with some of this, but from from Face the Music, I have Down Home Town, which is a bit of a sort of a country hoedown as well. I first discovered it as the B-side of The Diary of Horace Wimp, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. So it gets there. Another B-side, which it wasn't on any album, and it's one of the most simple B-sides, is Julie Don't Live Here.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that.
Of Twilight, and I think it's really, really catchy. From El Dorado, I'm going for the title track, the very last song on the album, which is majestic, absolutely beautiful. And then I'm taking one from the first album, it's Queen of the Hours. And I think it's my favorite song off that album. I actually prefer that to the single. I think there's melody to it. And from the second album, I'm picking Koama, which is the longest track, I think, on the album. Very, very proggy, but really, really good. And then 3 more. I'm trying to pick something off every album. From Secret Messages, I'm picking Stranger, which I know was a single in America. It wasn't here, though, but it should have been. It should have been the 3rd single, or even the 2nd single. And then from A New World Record, you picked Shangri-La. I'm going to pick the other one that people forget about, and it's Mission, a World Record.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant
song. And then my last one is from Zoom, and it's a song called Ordinary Dream, which is catchier than the catchiest thing you'll ever catch. I think it's
I nearly chose that, but I went for another one. So they're both getting a mention. So I'm quite chuffed about that.
Well, so those are my bubbling unders.
Okay, mine. We're going to go first one from Face the Music. It's a mixture of Richard Tandy's wonderful keyboard work and just a bit of rock and roll. And it's Poker. I just love it. It's absolutely quirky. Now, I went for one off Zoom, but I went for the sort of pub rock, Dave Edmunds, Nick Lowe style track, Easy Money. Yeah. Any of that, that could have been a rock pile song.
Yep, definitely. 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant track. And of course, from Time, yours truly, 2095.
Good.
Yeah, I do like it. I think it's very, very quirky and clever.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. It's just the genius of Jeff Lynne.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Secret Messages and I've got No Way Out.
That wasn't on the original album. But it's that's from right, No Way Out. You see, Secret Messages was planned to be a double album, and that was one of the tracks cut from that, so it wasn't on the single album. But fair play to Iain, because that is a deep of deep cuts. So well done.
Yeah, I thought I've got to put it in because I have got it on a CD, the expanded CD, and I couldn't leave that one out. And And I've got Queen of Hours like you because it is the best track.
Oh, happy days. I didn't think they'd have that.
And I'm going to mention another one that's not even an ELO song, but I think it does not get enough mention. And it does feature, I think, a couple of members of ELO on it. And that's Mick Kaminsky and Violinski's Clog Dance.
It's all right. It's not
And I know it's a single, but
bad.
I do just love it. I had to just slip it in at the end. It's not, just it needs an honourable mention.
No, I remember that in the charts as well. I've got the single. It's okay.
Yeah, I've got the single. So there we go. Some great ELO tracks there. Yeah, it was a hard one because I could have put loads in.
Yeah, so could I. I could have put nearly the whole of Out of the Blue in there, and it would have been good enough. But I thought, no, I have to, and I'm so pleased. I think I got something from every one of the albums.
Yeah, we've gone through all the.
I didn't even look at Jeff Lindsay, although so I didn't. But
I didn't consider it, to be quite honest.
I didn't know because it was very Traveling Wilburys. So I think.
Yeah, to me, they're nice albums, but they're not proper ELO.
No.
Anyway, we're going to we're having a little break,
Yes.
Richard and I, but we are coming back on when is it? The 20th of September. It's a very special one. It's that week is the anniversary of Mark Bolan passing. So myself, Richard, and Mike, we're going to do a tier ranking of
T-Rex
singles. Not all of them.
Not the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Basically, I think from Ride a White Swan, the first T-Rex single, up to Celebrate Summer, the last one.
Yeah. So it is a tribute to Mark. It's a very special video for his tribute. I mean, I think I've done something every year since I've been on doing this, and I always like to mark something with Mark. So this time we're doing the tier ranking. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all then. So we've got plenty of time to you go and listen to them and celebrate. The only need to say it's goodbye from me.
Oh, and it's goodbye from him.
That is correct.
Oh, it's weird doing it that way.
So we'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.